What up, though? This is the Content Creator Podcast and
Gassed Up or Passed Up .life, host of The Hot Box.
it's your boy Alex Martin, man. And right now, and we've been talking about it for about an hour.
Yeah, we've been going.
Yeah, we talking about this coronavirus, man.
Man, so tell me. So we talked about. Okay, so let's start here.
Okay.
What is the one thing that you would tell someone if they asked you, they had no knowledge, what's the one thing that you would tell someone that they need to be conscious of?
The one thing that they need to be conscious of is their fear, right? Because, you watch the news and the only thing you see is death.
Yeah.
You see the stock market plunging.
Right.
And, for myself personally, I almost shit my pants watching the news because of how much fear they were trying to pump into me.
Yeah.
But I would say, if you're a hustler and all that, man, don't worry about much. Stay focused, be aware, watch how you move.
Right.
Be on your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
If there's any time to be on your P's and Q's, it's right now.
Yeah.
What about you?
Man, I would say, if I had to give someone one piece of advice, doesn't know about any kind of virus or anything like that, create what you should have created 6 months ago.
Wow.
Because, that one took me a little, shit.
Hey,
Real talk, though, because the thing that I'm finding right now is that, especially with me, and I know that if I'm doing it, a lot of other people similar to me are doing it, and like-minded people. And like Nip said, and I mentioned this earlier, that the creators of the new business models, as well as those that sell the products that are consumed under these models, those are going to be the new giants.
Yeah.
And right now, I feel like certain things are being shut down and stopped because the giants that are here now are having to reassess how to, keep that stronghold. And not necessarily a stronghold of, we got to keep the money, but I'm saying keep the stronghold of the establishment, the corporation itself, keeping the drive going. You got employees, you got hundreds and I don't even know how many companies there are that have over 500 employees out there. Way too many to understand that if you have to send people home, there's no way that you can continue to pay them.
Yeah.
And so now what's going to happen is there's going to be a shift. Where the shift is going to land us, I have no idea. But especially for us in the service industry, if you do not change your game over the next, and something else that I said, is 90 days. That's what I give everything.
Yeah.
Give everything 90 days. I'm patient, and I like that analogy. I was gonna leave the analogy out, but
you gotta
throw that shit in there.
This
man.
is powerful, y'all.
So I do the 90 days. So when I throw my noodles against the wall when I'm cooking, my shit sticks.
Yeah.
And when my shit sticks, the parsley kind of splatters onto the wall. My basil is on that shit. You can see the garlic kind of jump. And it's because I fucking season that shit and I give it some love, care, and attention. And that's the same thing I do with my mindset. And so
right, versus everybody else
who's real, even, whether it's 15, people think it takes 14 days to form a habit. Yeah. There's no fucking way that you're forming a habit in 14 days.
Seriously.
When you go for 3 months of continuously, and people don't understand how in-depth that shit gets, like how really controlled it is whenever you have a thought. And let's say that thought is eat pizza.
Yeah.
Every time you have the thought that says eat pizza, you have 2 that come after it say don't eat pizza. Here's why I'm not going to eat pizza.
Right.
You have to do that every single time. It's not don't think about not eating pizza. It's you have to fight that battle.
Yeah.
Because that habit that you had that was formed over many, many thousands of times of you saying, let me go do this.
Yeah.
Not a couple of times of just doing some shit.
Right.
And so that's why 90 days, is super important to me. So over the next 90 days, I feel like people really need to, stop throwing dry ass noodles at the fucking wall.
Facts.
Let some shit simmer.
Right.
Take the things they should have been doing in their industry and fucking start applying it to the technical industry, or the technical advancements that are here now that we all have. That we're on our phone. We have our phone all the time. And like you said earlier, the recession is coming.
Yeah. I mean, if you look, the writing's been on the wall for a while. One of the people that we study, Gary Vee, he's been saying that there's going to come a time, hey, when people are going to, times are going to hit and they're going to hit hard. That's the one thing I remember him saying. And then I started to see it myself when I would look at the news.
Yeah.
And then they were saying that the stock market is eventually going to plunge.
Yeah.
Or the stock market has been the worst that it's ever been since 2008. Or the Great Depression, some crazy shit like that. So yeah, man, the writing's been on the wall for a long time. And I like the fact that you said that basically you slow cook your noodles. Yeah, I'm the same way.
I put that shit on. Sometimes I don't even put it on low.
Yeah.
I'll start boiling my water on melt.
Yeah.
I boil. You got it, because so literally there is a direct correlation. It's putting the water in the pot to boil.
Right.
Is creating the thought.
Yeah.
The thought itself, the seed. You have to have something to start with.
The plan and the preparation.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So you let the water boil. You let the seed, the thought boil in your head. You let it run its course. You go through the yeses, the nos, the pros, the cons. And then you take all the fucking pros and you get them. Those are the noodles.
Yeah.
And you let them shits sit in that water. And you continue to grow through it and grow and grow and grow. And funny thing is, water that is boiling is hot as fuck.
Right.
You need that hot ass water to make the good ass noodles.
This man is preaching right now.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't microwaving shit no more.
No, hell no.
You know?
And you can't right now because in the long haul, that shit will bite you in the ass.
Yo.
If you halfway hustling, you're going to get halfway results.
You're going to be halfway one of the motherfuckers telling Gary Vee that the shit didn't work here real soon.
Or you're going to have to erase CEO out your bio.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Man, see, you know what? I'm not even going to go there.
Let's go there.
I'm not even going to go there. I got to. So, you know what? It's, I'll take it there. I didn't want to, but...
We just got to push it because I think right now this is a time where it's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
And we're in the beginning of this wake-up call, right? And so it's the middle of the month,
People have no idea people are buying toilet paper because they think that, I don't know.
Shit is done. Yeah.
Shit is done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Buying ammo is back ordered, shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this if you're thinking of this as an apocalyptic situation, then you most likely are going to be one of the people that does not play out well financially in this situation.
Really?
Because if your immediate response is to think that you have to protect yourself against a physical foreign enemy, we're fighting a microscopic organism right now.
Right.
A virus.
Right.
That led to a bunch of motherfuckers buying ammos and guns.
Right.
Fear control.
Yeah, it's nothing but fear, man.
And so that's why I'm saying that the people in charge of these larger corporations instill this fear to drive hysteria, to drive people away from the things that need to be done to create these new business models, these new products to be sold so that they can then create, consume, sell, etc.
Facts.
And so I'm starting my 90 days where I'm going to completely, put trust and faith in myself and create everything that I was supposed to, from my drop shipping site to the Amazon bookstore to the Amazon, list of shit I got at the crib, my juicer, my blender, my yogurt maker, my everything. Because the one thing that's not going to change is people are going to want to take care of themselves.
Yeah. No,
so
that's facts.
the people that are providing all the like, I'll tell you this straight up right now. If you're an Instagram chick and you don't have a single video of you speaking about some knowledge, like if you ain't kicking knowledge, you are about to become obsolete.
Yeah.
And it's not that, and I want y'all to, I gotta keep restating this so that y'all understand. It's not because the coronavirus is gonna make people not give you money. It's gonna be the fact that these companies do not have the money to just be bullshitting, giving you all fucking products all the time so that you post and tag them on social media. They would rather actually get a sale. So, you know, and I've been saying that this change was coming in this industry for a long time, about a year straight now, and I've kind of said I was going to be the one to do it, but Corona beat me to it.
Yeah.
My capital didn't come this quick. So
like, what was that initial thing that you saw?
Man, it's resistance in the in-betweeners.
Okay.
So the people that can't go get it on the business level, and can't go get it on the stage.
Got you.
So you've got a bunch of people that have access to giving you a picture of them and wanting your opinion on that picture, as if you're a judge at the whatever IFBB competition. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? So you have all these people wanting all these judges' opinions that don't deserve judges' opinions.
Yeah.
And that's being frank.
Yeah.
And putting all of this time because they're being fed lies by some wannabe smooth-ass cat that got his hair slicked back and shit, and he's sitting here talking that shit, talking about, I'm gonna get you this sponsorship. Man, I'm not even gonna get into the sponsorship shit because that's a whole nother game that I'm going to start releasing to you all through the Hotbox later on.
Yeah.
But it was never really about promoting the individuals, you know what I'm saying? It used to be.
Right.
The golden era was about promoting the motherfuckers that were putting in work.
Right.
And then now it became very influential, and you know, the influencer market hit hard and well for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, it went well. I would even say, like Gary's earlier years, I would consider that an influencer market because even through email, that's influencing a sell.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So I consider that influencing, not posting and tagging influencing.
Yeah,
So the early years of influencing have led to a misconception of influencing, and people thinking that influencing tags and likes is influencing an exchange of currency.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Social currency became more important than the dollar currency.
Exactly.
And so this is testing the dollar currency more than anything.
Yep.
Are you able to make money in some type of way? And you know, like, that's why for me personally, I became a teacher.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, people are going to want to know how to do certain things. And you know what? I can show you.
Yep.
You know, there have been people who've, who've seen results from the things that I've actually preached. And so, you know, with Gary Vee, I'm pretty sure it's the same way, which is why he could do the speaking engagements.
Exactly.
You know? And, yeah, man, I mean, there's more. And, like, I'm not bashing nobody. I say that, right? But, like, you know, the women that only post, you know, their ass, you know, on Instagram, and then the guys who only post their dick pics on Instagram, or was it, meat print? Let me say that.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, this stuff is going to test your creativity, your work ethic.
Yeah.
Because now, the fact that you said a 90-day, initially I was thinking
90.
30 day, 30
30
day
ain't
run.
long enough.
Yeah.
30 days is like 30 days is a vacation from a lifestyle.
But my birthday is 60 days away.
Yeah, so you need to go 90.
I know. It ain't no excuses, man. And so even then, like, dude, this shit is changing, like, my whole approach.
Yeah.
But you know what? If anything, though, you know, people like you and I and the listeners are people that know how to get it out the mud. You know, one thing I thought about and I said it to myself was, get deeper in the mud.
Yeah.
Get deeper.
Facts.
And so when you get it out, you just a totally different person.
Bro, one of my homies, bro, he posted on Facebook. I saw it, and I started typing my reaction, and I typed it over multiple times. And I've gotten good at doing this. And a 90-day thing.
Yeah.
For 90 days, I would never send anyone my first response because me being me, no matter what my intentions are, that first response can come off aggressive or something like that. And so I just wanted to get out of that so that I could start taking other people's perspective into into the conversation. So what I do is, I was on Facebook, saw him, he posted, and it said, do you all really enjoy the process, or do y'all just say it because someone else said it? I read the comments, and I just, I feel like they're...
I can tell that you were irked by some of the shit that you read.
It blows my mind and I've seen it multiple times now. But the point is, if you enjoy the process, if you take that 90 days and you bathe in it, you get deeper in that mud, you grow a deeper understanding of who you are and who you want to be and what you want to be and what it takes to get from A to B, you have a much more luxurious life, because that 90 days of turmoil is nothing compared to the next. So how many days? 90, 365, 275. However many days it is, 90 from 365. So for the last 9 months of the year, if you make that change that progresses you, that fucking 9 months isn't shit. You've grown and you've become a beast, and people can't fuck with you, and your opponent, your self vices, can no longer fuck with you. And that's where I wanted to just go in and just, because my thing is, we all need to stop asking if people like shit. I don't care if anyone likes anything.
Yeah.
I don't care if they enjoy the process.
Seriously, and even then, if you have to say it out loud, when, like, if you're not asked, then you got to say it. Yeah. That's like the people that scream that they're real and that they're this and they're that, and you don't even ask them, and you're like, what does this have to do with anything?
Yeah.
It will show itself. And that's one thing, another thing that this shit is going to show us: who's the talkers and who's the fakers. Like all that shit you were popping then, will you pop it now?
Yeah.
Will it show? And that's going to be a big difference, man. And it's like, I'm just glad personally for myself that I cleaned up my act.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Likewise, yep.
Yeah. So, man, like, this whole thing, if it's a pandemic, and I'm just thinking, it's like, now I'm concerned about the people's mindset more than I am about their physical.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The mindset is, because it's like we just started and people are freaking the hell out.
Oh, seriously. Yeah, I went to Tom Thumb yesterday. When I tell you that the lines were longer than the aisles, that blew my mind. And to be honest, I was laughing in line the entire time. Now, I will not lie. I got latex gloves. So I'm like, just in case.
Yeah.
I'm not taking no chances with people. But I saw an insane amount of fear that, and even then, people are talking about fucking Amazon, this and that. In my head, I go, what if the people at Amazon got that shit too?
Yeah.
And they ship that shit directly to your crib.
Yeah.
We put so much trust into things that's not really, it's not really like it doesn't prove anything, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
No.
And it just has me thinking, man, like we have to change our mindset. I think if anything, we need to grasp a growth mindset.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how do you grow, like you said, 90 days from now?
Yeah.
You know, will you be the same man a week from now that you are today?
Yeah. If so, that's not a good thing.
It's not a good thing at all. And I think even when this shit stops, still evolve.
Yeah.
Why
you should,
stop?
You should have a process that has. We're going to see people go up and we're going to see people go down. No one's going to stay the same through this.
Hey, they're going to be like the stock market.
Fat facts. Shit. It's going to crash and burn, or it's going to rise and, man.
So going into this year, man, I know that we had, you and I, we basically been in sync.
Yeah.
You know, in the beginning of the year, we would sit down and talk that shit.
Yeah.
We would be like, hey, you know, in 2020, we basically had real 2020 vision.
Yeah.
I think every dollar I had, I reinvested in myself.
Yeah.
I bought 2 cameras. Hopefully the IRS is not listening. 2 cameras, you know, over and over.
Yeah.
You know, bought, you know, plugins.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all to help my business grow, my brand grow.
Right.
And, you know, it's just when this shit came, I think we didn't really focus on this at all.
Mm-mm.
You know, we were focused on the upside. I know we just now getting started into it, but in a way, have you had like any amount of fear as far as anything in your life?
I mean, I've definitely had fear, but I wouldn't say it's fear of you know, anything like this. The fears that I have are more so fears of me letting crazy people like LD control the shit that goes on in my head. Nah, man, the fears that I've had have been, you know, fears of letting myself down. I have no external worries. I could die today, and the physical pain I go through, you know, it is what it is. And I will say that's kind of an unhealthy mindset that I've created. But it has its pros and cons. But it's one I'm not willing to let go of right now.
So in the way, it's like a fulfilled life. Hey, LD.
I am very okay with, it's extremely fulfilling being able to say, you know, that I'll take this to whatever ends of the earth you want to take it.
That's how I'm feeling too, though, low key, because it's like, I feel like personally, you know, I gave it my best so far this year.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, at least I went out with a bang.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of those things. And so, you know, if anything, we just going to keep chasing fulfillment.
Keep chasing fulfillment. That's the word, fulfillment.
Yeah.
Fuck everything else. Fulfillment.
No, we ain't lowering our standards. We ain't stopping this hustle.
No.
Coronavirus what?
Corona what?
Where you at?
Corona, no extra.
Yeah, seriously.
Nah, but, and I think, you know, so this is me plugging. Look, I'm telling y'all right now, the consultations are open.
Yeah.
And, you know, I don't know how much I'm finna start charging. I'm finna start. Every minute of my time is worth $1 now. So
seriously, right?
If you're not coming to me with no money talk, I'm unfortunately going to have to ask you to please, you know, for the next 90 days, understand that I don't give a fuck.
It's the same way. No, it's the same way here. Like, I'm not wasting my time either. I'm not wasting my time. I'm not settling, man. It's.
There's too much that we should have already done this year.
Oh, facts.
How much fucking content have we shot? I've
Plenty.
released how many videos?
Plenty.
One?
Yeah. Well, no, yeah. I mean, we shot plenty, but
yeah. I know, and I've released
same.
One video.
No, it's the same way for me. The amount of content, even consistency with my podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had my share of luck, you know, thanks to our hard work and the clips I put out, but I should have recorded more, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I should. Bro, I stopped. I recorded more in
3 months.
3 months, like.
That you did all last year.
Well, last year I recorded last year I actually recorded a lot. Up until probably October.
Okay.
And then I fell off, started doing long episodes.
Yeah.
Didn't work out as well. And now I've started throwing short snippets out here and there. But the thing that I found is that my phone does better than my mic.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because of the mic itself, but the personalization that comes with how I talk to a phone versus how I talk to a mic.
I know exactly what you mean.
And so people take that differently.
Yeah.
It's and people are like have told me that they were like, "Did you record on like your?" People think I recorded on my phone on the mic.
Really?
And yes.
Wow.
And people think I recorded on the mic on my phone because they were like, "Yo, now that one was like I liked that and it felt like I was there." And da 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 da. And so now I'm just gonna get back into the. There's gonna be a break even point where, you know, I'm about to get back into the gritty, grimy hustle where it's, if I got two phones, this phone's recording my video right here, this phone is in my hand doing the podcast, and we're recording that and we drop that.
Yeah.
But it's all got to be relevant information to the industry. And speaking of that, there's a homie that does a lot of production, one of my clients, for about a month, homie's been trying to get me to get like my concept.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, conceptualize, get your concept. He's like, you need to stop doing shit for people for free.
Yeah.
You need to get your concept, start your consultations, do whatever you're gonna do, but you need to do it.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't get comfortable now that you're in because like this job's the first job I've had that's like, that financially took care of me wholly, like that I could just work that job.
Right.
Everything else is all, I've had 3 jobs for the last 3 years, all at once, at all times. Yeah. And so now, you know, he's really pressing, because I don't think I'm getting comfortable. I just think that my comfort levels in certain areas are a little too high.
Gotcha.
And I need to find the push on that external shit. Like, I know I can handle a ground site. Like, I know I can do that. I've done that. Yeah. I need to make sure, and I need to create something that funnels into that ground site. Yeah, yeah. And so that's where, you know, over the next 90 days, like, I'm about to really, really create something on that digital end, and which leads to all the videos and shit, dropping the content, needing to do all that, having to get back on it. But yeah, man, so I'm excited for this 90 days.
Same, man. Like, you know, you reprogrammed my mind. You know, before this podcast, like I said, I was thinking the next 30 days. Yeah. And
nigga, we gonna start a challenge.
Yeah.
We gonna, you know what? Fuck that.
Accountability partners.
We're going to call it the Concept Box 90-day challenge. Concept Box. Get the fuck out of it.
The Concept Challenge.
The Concept Challenge.
CC.
The CC.
Yeah.
CC, CDC.
Hey.
CDC, fucking coronavirus, and the Concept
COID Challenge. Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, but yeah, so we're gonna
come out better men.
Exactly.
Better human beings.
And every day of that 90, there's going to be a story that you've got to relay some kind of. So we're starting that shit in April. We're going to start the challenge in April. So we got to create everything.
The challenge for the public in April.
For the public in April.
Or look, if you're a boss, you'll start that shit right
now.
Yeah.
Right now. You don't need the challenge list. Yeah. You're going to start that shit now
off
if you
top.
want it.
Yeah. No. So we're going to get out here, man. We're going to boss up. We're going to take better care of ourselves.
Boss life management.
We're going to be better. You know, healthier. We just gonna come out better after this, man. Do not let the news fuck with you guys, man.
Nah,
you know,
keep hustling.
Yeah, keep hustling. Stay focused,
safe.
Stay disciplined.
Stay healthy.
Yeah.
Wash your hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't touch nobody after you blow your nose and shit like that.
Or if you see somebody blowing their nose,
don't touch them.
Yeah. If you see a motherfucking cough in there, you get out the way.
Don't touch them.
Yeah. I was crossing the street yesterday and I saw a guy literally mouthing his arms type of shit. And I was like, get the fuck away from me. Take your ass inside, dude. You know, I didn't know the guy, but I'm starting to notice things like that, which I didn't pay attention to prior.
Yeah.
But man, so all right then. Hey, where can people follow you at?
Man, follow me on Twitter at the Hustle Plug. Follow me on Instagram at gasseduporpassedup.life. Make sure y'all follow Body District everywhere. And man, I think that's really it. If I ever need to plug my podcast, like I said, you'll see it on Instagram. So you know, follow me out there, and yeah, man, you can let me know if y'all trying to get that work in. Online training programs dropping the cookbook April 20th.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I might have to drop it a little earlier because of the whole coronavirus and whatnot. But yeah, I'm thinking dropping that cookbook April 20th.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For my 420 people gassed up. Yeah, man. That's that.
That's dope, bro. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, also YouTube at I am Alex J. Martin. And, if you ever need a consultation for your social media, let me know. I'm shooting videos and photos. I'm still in the field, man. This shit do not stop, and we do not quit. This is the Content Creator Podcast and
Gassed Up or Passed Up .life.
We're going to do plenty more of these, man. We just getting started. We just warming up. So stay tuned. Follow us. And
make sure y'all's motherfucking noodles stick to the wall.
Make sure your noodles stick to the wall. Stay patient, baby. Stay hustling.
Already.
Peace.